Hello my lovelies, how are you? Right, I've had all the cameras disconnected and I've had them all reconnected. I'm hoping this works. So first of all, I need you guys to hopefully come online and tell me whether you can hear me or whether you can see me. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Hopefully this will work. Hi Anne, hello darling, can you hear me, love? Is everything working? If you can, just let me know that you can hear me, because the microphones weren't working after I disconnected everything and then reconnected it all and can hear and see. Brilliant, fabulous. I did a whole, literally started from scratch and everything, and hopefully all the issues from the last few days will be gone. I've said it now, it's probably all going to crash in a minute, but you know, it was all working before I came on air, so we'll go from there. Oh, I've forgotten. Right, while you're all waiting to come online, stay there. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Hi, hello. Sorry about that. I suddenly realised I'd left one of the things I wanted to show you in the front room, so I had to run and grab it. So we've been given this beautiful fat quarter bundle. It's the new Liberty, the new heirloom. Actually, let's try the overhead. Let's see if this is working. A free fat quarter bundle of the new heirloom. Ooh, so far so good. I can see that it's working. From EQS. They've donated this and said that I can give it away. So we're going to do a challenge post. Now we do have these on the bolts and they are on the website already. I just love that. I think it's gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. So this is a little 5-piece fat quarter bundle. And I'll do a challenge post for it. Now normally, last time I tried to do a giveaway, no notifications again. Oh, that's bizarre. Oh, sorry, Eileen. Sorry. I don't know why it's not giving you notifications. At least it's working though. The cameras are working. So yeah, I'll do a challenge post for this, and then the winner will win this little bundle. Okay. So we have got them all. If you're not the lucky winner, we have got all of these on the bolt, on the shop, and in the website. So, but I wanted to show you it, and then we'll do a little challenge post. As we're working tonight. I'll come up with a theme, or maybe you guys can share some themes, what you want to do. So what we're going to do tonight, I'm probably going to lose some of you now because we're going to do crochet tonight, sorry. But it's been a while since I did any crochet, and I wanted to show you these little guys. Look at these. These are, yip yip, hang on, I'm going to come back over to the front facing. These are yip yips, okay? Look at these little boys. They're so cute, look, yip yip. And their names come from the fact they go yip 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 yip. I mean, look at their faces. Look at him. He's crazy. I love him. So these could be used for lots of different things. We're going to come over to here again. So the idea was this. There was loads of them on Pinterest, different versions of it. But the idea is that you put them in your car, or you hang them up. A lot of people put them on their rear view mirrors, and just hang them. You can keep spare coins. If you're anything like me, you've got your spare coins in the well, in between the two. But you can keep them in there. So if you need your pound coin for your shopping trolley, or you've got a shopping token, you can keep that in that. I saw a lot of people keeping lip salves and stuff in them, so that they've got their lip salve handy when they're driving, or you could have them, hang them from in the bathrooms and stuff. I think they'd be amazing mobiles. You could do them lots of different colours, and they'd be great for a mobile. They'd be really cute. I was thinking as well, if you're a dog walker and stuff, I actually worked out you can roll up 2 little dog poo bags and sit in there, and then you could put a key ring or something on them and hang them from your belt or whatever. Lots and lots of, but they're just a bit of silly nonsense. And I just thought we'd have a little go at these tonight because I thought they were really cute. And we haven't done any crochet for ages and ages. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make little yip 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 yips. So like I said, I might lose some of you because I know not all of you are crocheters. but I know some of you are crocheters, so we're gonna have a little go at these. So far so good. Are the cameras then? It's not freezing for you guys or anything now? Hopefully not. Great for using up little scraps of wool. So I've got some double knit, but again, you could do, as long as you use the hook for the wool, you could make these bigger, smaller, all sorts. Okay, so you know, whatever you want. And they're very quick to make as well. So we are going to make one start to finish. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a magic ring. Okay, so how I do my magic rings: 2 yarn over with the tail here over 2 fingers and over, so I've got a cross, open my fingers and pull that wool through. Okay, and then if you don't like doing magic rings, you could make a little ring with, you know, chains and join them, but I'm going to do a magic ring. I always then do a just 1 chain to, they're looking all good, you're not freezing, brilliant. Just to secure it. Okay, first thing we're going to do is going to put 6 single crochets. Sorry, that's very American. It's because a lot of the patterns were American. 6 double crochets. Okay, so we're going English terminology, double crochets into the ring. So we're going to dip in, round, pull up. Oh, hang on, I've got to try and get my fingers right. There we go. Let me try and get in the right place of the camera as well. Right, wrap the yarn and pull through. So there's my first one. So in, pull up, wrap. There's my 2, in, pull up. And it's all done with double crochets, okay? That's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Okay, so 6 double crochets into the ring and then pull that ring up nice and tight like that. Okay, and then we're going to just join in to that very first one here with a slip stitch to create my first row. All right, like that. Okay, so there's my first little bit done. Hi Margaret, how are you, lovely? So while I'm doing this, ladies, please do talk to me. Tell me what you've been up to. Are you enjoying the sunshine? I hope you all are. I'm going to chain 1 to get a bit of height, and then we're going to increase into every stitch. So you're going to put 2 double crochets in every stitch, which should give you 12 to finish off. So in that first stitch, so 1, and in the same stitch again. So 2. Move on to the next one. 3, hang on, I'm trying to get quite close to the camera, 4, into that next one here, 5 and 6, next one is 7 and 8, go. Next one is 9 and 10, and then the last one is 11 and 12, like that. And then we're going to slip stitch again into that very first stitch there, so make sure you catch both sides like that and pull through. Okay, so there's row 2 done. And there's only 3 rows to the bases, so it's nice and quick. Okay, so up like that, chain 1 to get my height, and then I'm going to do, what we want to do now is we're going to increase again, but I'm going to do 2, so I'm going to increase into the first stitch and then a single double crochet, and then increase into the next stitch and then a single double crochet. So I'm going around, I'm going to have 18 stitches. Okay, so into that first one, I'm going to put 2, so increase. So there's 1, 2, and then into my next stitch, I'm just going to put 1. So 3. Into my next stitch needs to be 2, 4 and 5. Next stitch 1, 6. Okay, next stitch 2, 7 and 8, and next one is just 1, so that's 9. What's that, Maria? You love the matching nails. Oh yeah, they are, aren't they? That was very much coincidence, but yes, thank you. There we go, and 1 in the next one, and 2 in the next one, so increase into the next one, and then 1 into the next one. So it's a pretty standard making a flat circle to start with, okay? If you're a crocheter, you'll be very familiar with this process, like that, okay? And then I'm going to slip stitch into that first stitch there, and I've created my little flat base, okay? And that's going to be the base of my little yip yip down here, okay? Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chain 1 to get my height, and what we want to do now is find the back loop. So hopefully you can see this. So what I mean is there's my front loop there, and there's my back loop. Normally you would go into both of them, but we're going to work just a single row, just into back loop only. Okay, so hopefully this should be 18 again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Now I'm using a 3mm hook. Sorry, I should have said that. So normally with double knitting, oh hang on, 6, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Hang on, I've just got to roll, got some wool. Normally with double knitting you'd use a 4mm, but I've gone actually down to a 3 or a 3.25 because that just made them tighter, made it much closer together, and it just seemed to work better. Okay, so 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then the last one's just there, and that's 18. Okay, and can you see how that's created like that little cup? I'm starting to build up the side now. Okay, so how are you all? I'm going to slip stitch in like that, and now I want to do basically just 3 rows of 18 stitches. Okay, so I'm just going to whip round this as quick as I can. Get my height up, and we're going to go for it. So 1 in there, there we go. And hopefully I can do this and talk to you at the same time. How have you all been? Has anybody done anything exciting? Anybody been up to anything interesting today? What sewing have you done? Anybody got anything to have a little chat with me about? Hopefully so. We've had quite a few bookings onto the quilt retreat the last few days. So our November retreats, the first 2 are completely sold out. The third one, we had loads of bookings this week. It's been a sudden little rush on it. We've only got 4 spaces, I believe it is now, left on the 3rd retreat in November. It's the 28th to the 30th, and if you do want to join us, those places are going to go quickly. I think by the time November comes around, we're going to have to be putting on a 4th one if they keep carrying on booking like this. Oh, hang on, my wool's all caught up. Let me just wind some off. Okay, so I'm going to slip stitch into there, and I'm going to do another row. So these genuinely took me about 10-15 minutes each to do. They're really quick. They'd be great, I think. You could make them in all different fun colours and stuff. They'd be great for putting on like suitcases, so you know it's yours at the airport, you know, because you could just tie one around, your suitcase handle or something. They'd be great on kids' bags. It's just a little bit of fun, you know. If you're doing charity cases and stuff, you know. Oh, am I frozen? Guys, am I frozen? Oh. Am I frozen for anybody else? It's still running here. I hope it's not. Maura, I hope it's just, not that I hope it's just for you, but can anybody else tell me if I'm frozen? Or is it still going? Because it's still running on my screen. No, it's not frozen. It's all okay. No, I'm okay. No, you're fine. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll just keep going. Sorry, Maura, I think it might just be yours, lovely. Because we're all okay here. Okay, and then let me go. So that's my 2nd row done. How cute would these be for little end of term presents? Because you could definitely do these really quickly. You know, genuinely, once I'd done one, the 2nd one took about 15 minutes to make. Still frozen. It's okay. Oh, Maura, it's still okay for everybody else, lovely. I'm really sorry. Try refreshing your Facebook page. See if that works for you, because it's fine for everyone else, I think. Please do. There's not many of you on tonight because I think a lot of you went, oh, crochet, we don't do crochet, and you went. But those of you are there, if it's okay, please let me, if you're okay, then yeah, sorry Maura, I think you might just need to refresh your page. Maybe Maybe it's your Wi-Fi, I'm afraid, because it's all still fine here. Thanks, Anne. Yeah, sorry, Mario, don't know why it's frozen for you, lovely. Right, there we go. That's my 3 rows, okay? So you could make these longer if you wanted to. You could carry on doing a few more rows if you want to make these the bodies longer, but 3 rows is actually enough for this, okay? Yeah, you're back. Yay, excellent. Phew. I thought we'd lost you for a second there, Moira. Okay, so what next row, you want to do a bit of counting. So I'm going to chain 1 and we're going to count 12 stitches. So just 1 single crochet in the next 12. So that's 2. And there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. There we go, like that. Okay, once I've done the 12, you're going to leave this bit undone and I'm going to turn my work. So you're going to work back on yourself now. So I've got the inside of it facing me, okay? So I'm going to chain 1 to get my height and I'm going to do another 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, let's get that bit out of the way, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi Anne, you've been sewing today. Spiral Gala ready for quilting now. Oh, amazing. Anne, can you let me know, hun, is the calico I gave you the right size? Because the piece I cut for Sarah was the wrong size and now I'm worried that they're all the wrong size. Hi Marion, how are you, lovely? Right, so I've done 12 back there, okay? And then I'm going to turn it again, so I've got like the outside facing me. And now we're going to start decreasing, okay? So what I mean by decreasing is I'm going to chain 1 to get my height. I'm going to go into the first stitch, pick up my yarn and pull through. I'm not going to finish the stitch, but I'm going to go into my second stitch, pick up my yarn and pull through. So I've got 3 on my hook. And then I'm going to pull through all 3. So basically I've taken 2 stitches down to 1. And then single crochet right the way along to the last 2 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And I've got 2 stitches left and then I'm going to decrease again. So pick up 1, pick up the second one. Oh, hang on, I haven't got that little bit caught. Hang on, sorry, 2 seconds. Let's go in there we go, got it. And then pull through all those 3. Okay, so I've now got 10 stitches because I've decreased 1 at the beginning and 1 at the end. We're going to turn again. Hi Kay, how are you, lovely? Yours are fine. Oh, phew. I was really worried I was going to have to recut all the calico after we packaged them all up, Anne. But as long as yours are fine, phew. Okay, we're going to do just a normal row now, no decreases, just work all the way along, nice and quickly, just a double crochet in each one. There we go. And that one, there, and there, nearly there. And this is like nearly finished. It's going to take us longer to do one of the eyes in a moment. Okay, and turn again. So chain 1 and turn. And then we're going to do decrease again. So into that first one, into that second one, and pull through. So there's my decrease. Work my way along to the last 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right, what should we do the challenge post on, guys? Anybody? You're all good. How are you? Oh, really well, thank you, lovely. My hay fever is still a bit rubbish. But I'm having a good day, nice productive day, and then I've decreased at the end. I'm going to turn again, chain 1 and turn. Back on just at every one, sink double crochet into every stitch. And then over here, let me just move over a weeny bit. What should we do the challenge post on? What do I want to see? Oh, they're called Heirloom 4. What could we do? Oh, anybody got any ideas? What should we do the challenge? What should I do as a challenge post? I'm trying to think of something we haven't done before. could, oh, so sorry, I'm on a decrease row, so it's the outer is facing me again, so I'm on another decrease row. Basically, I want to get down to 6 stitches, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's my last decrease there, because those two together will make the 6. So that's all the decreasing I need to do. So I'm going to do one more row. So chain 1 and turn. So you just want to get a little bit more height. So you're just going to do one row which has got 6 stitches in it. 2, 3. These would be handy on the side of your sewing machine for extra needles. Oh, that would be. Yeah, how cute is that? Like the little, oh, I've just had a thought. Like, do you remember like the little bear that Sarah made me that you can hang on the side of your sewing machine? You could put a load of toy stuff in there and just cover it with a little bit of fabric, hot glue it in, and he'd be a pin cushion, which you could like eating, he'd be like eating your pins, wouldn't he? You know, and you could then use your tendrils to clip your binder clips in, and he'd sit on the side of your machine. If you made this loop bigger, it would go on the side of your machine. I like that idea. Flowers. We've done flowers, Natalie. I did think of flowers because it's very floral, but we did flowers recently. Right, so I've done that extra row there. So chain 1 and turn. Okay. Sorry, one more row. Got to do one more row because I need to be on this side, on with it facing outwards. So basically that's 2 rows of just 6. Okay. 3, 4. Heirloom. Could get you to show me your heirloom sewing projects or your heirloom or the old. Oh, I don't know. What should we do? Right. What I'm gonna think. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do a single crochet all the way down across there and back up. Okay. Basically, I'm gonna do one in the end of each of the rows, and this is just gonna neaten that edge up. Okay, and sort of frame his mouth a little bit. 2. There we go. And into one there. Ooh. 3. And into that one. Ooh. Come on. 4. You just got to find that stitch at the end of the row. Here we go. 5. And there's that one there. I'm just literally working into this end of the row down the side of the mouth, like that. And then we're going to work across that front bit there, so into that first stitch there. It's just a single crochet all the way around. Oldest work in progress. That's quite an idea. Should we do your oldest work in progress? It doesn't have to be sewing. It could be crocheting. It could be knitting. It could be, you know, a cross stitch you started 20 years ago. It could be a book you failed to finish. You know, your oldest. Yeah, let's do that. That's quite a good one. So your challenge post will be oldest work in progress. I will put a post up and then I'll pull just one winner to win this little heirloom bundle. So what I'm doing now is working back up the other side of the mouth, nearly there, all the way up, like that, to get to the top. Ooh, there we go. And up there, one last one, just got to find it just there. Come on. There we go, didn't want to go through, got it. And we're back up at the top. Okay, so you've gone all the way down that side, round and up like that. What we want to do now is we want to slip stitch into the other side of here because we want to close that top up. Okay, so I'm going to find the stitch the other side, the opposite side to your on, and just put a slip stitch in there to close up the top. Now you want a little bit of space here, so no you don't, sorry, I'm going to go me, I was on a different piece. What you want to do now is just slip stitch across, so I'm going to pick up the one side here, find the corresponding one, oh hang on, this is really hard to do away from me, the corresponding one that side, pull through and slip stitch, and then the last one there, that side, and slip stitch like that. Okay, can you see that's like you're starting to make a shape. It's almost like a little storage pod, a little hanging basket. In fact, if you did these in like chunky or extra chunky and they were big, they would make really cute storage pods. Okay, I'm just going to chuck that in there for now. That can be tied in later. You want to now make this little hanging loop. Okay, now depending on what you're going to do with it depends on how long. You don't know, if you could find yours. You don't have to put a picture, you could just explain what it is. Depending on how long you make this chain, so I'm just chaining now for as long as I want this little loop to be. So I found about 20 was about right for little ones, but if you wanted to make it longer, say you needed to get over a door handle or something, you can do that. Okay, just make this chain for as long as you want the loop. You basically, when you loop it back over, however long you want this to be. Yeah, Eileen, if you've got a picture, amazing. But if you haven't got a picture, you can just tell us about it, and you'll still go in the drawer, lovely. In order to strengthen this chain a bit, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just slip stitch all the way down the chain, and what that does is just add a little bit more. Oh, I'm going to do it. It's going to mess me up. What are you doing? Come back here. There we go. I'm going to slip stitch back along the chain like this. So pull through and then pull all the way through and work my way down, pull through, all the way through, work my way back down that chain, and what that does is add some extra yarn into the chain and it makes it a little bit bulkier and stronger. Okay, so it doesn't stretch quite as much. So work back all the way down like that. Now I was thinking about it, most of the patterns that they had for these little tendrils are just little scraps of yarn. But you could do them, like the octopus tentacles that you do on the preemie octopuses. I don't know if you've ever seen those. That would work really well on this as well. Go back on one of the older videos, and I think we've done the preemie octopuses before. And the tentacles on that, would work on these too. But we are just going to do the little tassely bit now. Hi Elaine. Oh yeah, you're crochet, trying to learn, but you're left-handed and sometimes your brain struggles. Oh, bless you. Are you anywhere near us? If you're anywhere near us, pop in the shop, lovely. Sorry, I don't know where everyone lives. Pop in the shop and I'll help you. One of the best ways to do it is in front of a mirror. If you're learning from like YouTube videos or anything, and you're learning from a right-hander, which I am, is to sit in front of a mirror and watch your hands, because it looks like the video then. So it helps with that, backwards and forwards. Okay, once we've done that like that, all I'm going to do is leave a nice long end, chop it off and pull it through. Okay, so pull through like that. Okay, so not got a hook yet, but there will be in a moment. Grab yourself a wool needle or a bodkin and thread that up. There we go. And then we're going to put the tail through the other end like that. And pull that down, okay, and then you just want to put a couple of stitches in to the very top here just to secure it. Now you could add a key ring or a lobster claw or something on if you wanted to, something like that. That would work as well. Rather than a hanging loop, you could just stitch a key ring, because they'd be quite cute little key rings as well, wouldn't they? If you've got kids that have got a school key, a house key that they've got to take to school and stuff with them. Something like this where, it's bigger and bulkier, they're less likely to lose it. So I'm just going to tie that off now, like that. Go back through there, tie that off nicely, and we're going to bury that end. Oh, there we go. Now, get that through there, and the little yip yip body is done. Okay, snip that off. Okay. The other thing you want to do is just flip this inside, and we're going to bury that end as well from the magic ring. I could have, if I'd have thought about it, actually crocheted over it, which would have made life a little bit easier, but I'm just going to have to just bury this one. So just stitch through there. Yeah, these would be great if you're doing crafty stores as well, because they use very little yarn, but they're a nice, cheapy little make that when kids want to buy something when they're out and about and all. You could do these for a couple of quid, couldn't you? Nice and easy. There we go. Right, so that's my little body bit like that. All right. Now he doesn't look much like the Yip Yip at the minute, but he will soon. Next thing you want to do is, now I've got an eye already done, is you're going to do your tassels. So you want a piece of yarn that is about that big. That was about right, wasn't it? So what's that? About 6 inches ish. and you're going to need 18 of them. You could, like I said, put more tassels on if you want it really full and fluffy. I'm not going to do all 18 now, I'm just going to do a few, because otherwise we really, that really is a bit boring if you watch. No, you're about 3 hours away, but thanks to you, sir. Oh, that's all right, you're very welcome, lovely. The other thing that I would say as well is on YouTube, try Bella Coco. She's my go-to for crochet stuff, and she does left-handed tutorials. She's brilliant. It's Bella, Bella, and Coco, Coco. She's British, so it's all in English, British terminology, but she does left-handed as well as right-handed tutorials, so it's great if you're a left-hander. What you're going to do now is, do you remember when we went through back loop only? You've got this little ridge here of the front loops. I'm going to insert my hook into that front loop there. I'm going to grab my yarn sort of in half. Okay, so make it half, so I've got a loop. So I've got a loop to grab through like that. Wrap the 2 ends over, and basically you're making a little half hitch knot and pull through. Okay, go to the next stitch along like that, and fold it in half. Oh, more fingers and thumbs. It's because I'm keeping it away from myself. Pull it through, and then bring both ends through that loop, all the way through, and done. And I'm basically going to work my way around now. You would just put 18. You could put 2 in each if you really want to be really, really bulky and fluffy, but it doesn't need to. But you're going to put 1 in each, so you need 18. There we go, like that. And you can see my little tendrils are starting to come. Just put another couple in. I will finish off the rest another time. Oh, there we go. Come on. They are crazy little things. I did show them to Cara. Cara was over at the weekend, and I was making them and showing them to her, and she was like, "That's a little bit terrifying." I was like, "Really?" She was like, "Oh, don't you make the baby immobile with those? I think they're a little bit terrifying." I was like, "I think they're really cute." But she was like, "It looks like they're going to eat them. They're like little aliens." I was like, "Yep, they're little aliens going yip 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 yip." Like the clangers or something. There we go. Right, so you'd work your way round that front loop, add in all your tendrils on. Okay, so you'd work all the way round and put a little row of tendrils in. So next thing you want to do is make the eye. So I've got some white yarn here. Start again with a magic ring. So 2 fingers, make that cross, open your fingers up and pull through like that. And just very quickly, oh, hang on, come on. Come on. I always do a chain, just to anchor it all. And I'm going to put 4 double crochets into this ring. So, in, up, pull through, in, up, pull through, so that's 2, in, up, pull through is 3, in, up, pull through is 4. Okay, so I've got 4 on my hook. Pull up my tail, like that, and then we're going to do that increase, so we're going to put 2 into every stitch, so I end up with 8. Okay, so just get my fingers in the right position because this is little. So I'm going to put my hook straight into there. Now I'm just basically working as a spiral this time rather than rows, and that's fine because it's just the eyeball. So 1, and then put another one in that same stitch, in that first stitch, that's 2. Next stitch along, 3 and 4. Next stitch along, 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8 in the last stitch. Oh, come on, no, I've just caught it. There we go. Oh, this wool splits. This is really old wool that I was using because it was just using up bits of white, and it's come a little bit unspun. Right, like that. And then I want to do another round of just 8. Okay, so again, I'm not bothering to join. I'm just working in a spiral basically. So 1, and we're not increasing this time, it's just 1 in each. 2, 3, and it's 4. Come on. Oh, this wool, I do not like this wool. 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, there we go, split it again, 7 and 8, okay, oh, sorry, that's just split terribly. I think it's wool that I've unwound, you know, I've crocheted something, not liked it and unwound it. It was in the bottom of a basket and I was like, oh, that'll do, but it's started to split a little bit. Could you move up a little bit? Yes, of course, sorry, I got a bit down there, hadn't I? There we go. Okay, so that's one round of 8, and then I'm going to do a second round of 8. Okay, so in that first one there, I'm not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and oh, nearly there. Get that tail out of the way. Into that one. 7. Ooh, come on. And 8. Okay, so what that was 4 double crochet. Oh, hang on. 4 double crochets into a magic ring. I increased into every stitch so that I had 8 on my 8 in a row, and then I've done 2 rounds of 8. So it is tiny, but you can see it started to become like a little cup size. Okay, pull off that stitch so it's a bit longer so it doesn't unravel, and then you're going to insert a safety eye. Okay, now this could be a button that you sew on, it could just be you should put a Sharpie, but we have these silly little googly safety eyes in the shop, so I was like, that's what I'm using. And I want to put that right in the centre. Right, come back. There we go, right in the centre, through like that magic ringy bit, like that. So I've pushed it up through like that, and then pop the safety back on. Okay, like that. Open that out, so it's covering that safety eye. You can see you've got a little googly eye now. And then we're going to do one more round. But you put it in on round 3 because it gives you a little bit more space to work on. So 2 seconds. I've just got to find where I am again. There's my loop. There we go. And one more round of 8. So I'm just going to do the next 8 stitches. So into that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nearly there. Oh, we're nearly done. We're just going to put his eyes on there. Oh, 6, come on, come back, come back, come back. Oh, don't split now, right at the end. There we go, 6, 7, wasn't it? That was 7, wasn't it, I think? 7, and last one is 8, so that's in. Ooh. Sorry, it's so hard to hold it up to the camera and try and see where you're going. There we go, there's number 8, like that. Okay, again, leave a nice long thread, like that. And where's my bodkin gone? Ah, there it is over there. She went further up, up that way. Oh, right, okay, sorry, lovely. I got too tight, hadn't I? Yeah, I need to be aiming for about here, isn't it? Is that better? Up here? Just pull that yarn through. Well, you would if you'd actually done that right, Sarah. Right, come on. There we go. Pull that through. Shove that magic, with the yarn that's left over from the magic ring inside. Use the ends. Just, you don't need to stuff them or anything. This little bit of yarn is more than enough stuffing. You could stuff them, I suppose, if you wanted to. There we go, like that. And then we're going to thread the needle up again. And then we're just going to go around and we're just going to pick up the front loop only. Okay, front loop there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the last one, 7. And you can see by picking up that front loop and just pulling tightly, it's gathered it all up, and I've made a little eye. Okay, so what you want to do then is go down in and just come out on one side of the eye, like that, and then we're going to sew this together. So This one is good because I come out this side, is going to sit just there. So I want to do him quite high to the top, okay, about there. I'm going to stitch him in like that. Okay, so I'm going to catch a couple of stitches on the back there, like that. Make sure he's in the right position, and down through. There we go, back out the bottom side, so you're catching sort of, you know, you want to get this nice and secure, particularly if you're giving it to a, you know, like a kid or something. Maybe you're making them for like a school bag or something. Okay, like that. So good couple of stitches. So again, I want to go catch another couple of stitches up here. There we go, there, and back down like that. And leave this tail nice and long for the moment. Okay, so I've got got one eye on, and then I've already made one of the other eyes. I've come out on the other side, so rethread my needle, and we're going to sew this one on the other side like that. So I want him to be about there. There we go, and then through there. I'm going to take a stitch there and back it that way, and then I'm take a couple from the front as well. So what I'm trying to do is trying to keep him in position, hold him in position, and stitch him in where I want him to be. Okay, like that, and come down this side. You could make a side clips. Oh, you could. You could just have one bit, you know, make a bigger eye, and you could be a side. I like that idea. Yeah, who says aliens have to have two eyes? Right? Nobody says that. Nobody's insisting they have to have two eyes. You could have three. You could put three eyes, couldn't you? You could put another one up there. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up in the centre again. So those two bits are in there. Take the two long ends like that. Okay, and then tie them together tightly. And what that does is pull those eyes together like that, and sort of makes it all nice and sort of squished in at the top. So, and then put a bit of a reef knot in there just to hold it all together. So this one's got a very big mouth. I must have been a bit looser with my crocheting because it looks like he's proper screaming. We're going to then thread both of them, both those ends onto the needle like that, and then go back out through, and it doesn't matter which eye, just come out through one of the eyes like that to bury the ends. There we go, bury those ends, and then put it nice and tight, snip it off, and give him a wiggle, and there you go. Okay. And then we got another little yip, 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 yip. I love the googly eyes on these. Yip, 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 yip. I don't know but why, but he reminds me of, oh, he does, he is a bit Cookie Monster-y. Cookie. But they've all got their own little personalities, because it depends on how the wool, like that one's got quite a big square mouth, that's got quite a little mouth, you know. This one, definitely, I don't know why, but I think I must have pulled it a bit squiffy. He's got like a, you know, a bit of a lopsided mouth. He's like, oh, mind you, they look like they're singing as well, don't they? Maybe they're like, you know, but I don't know, singing, screaming, could be anything. But that's a little yip, 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 yip. And they look different as well, depending on what size eyes. I mean, I used really big eyes there, but you could use coloured eyes, you could use smaller ones, you could use buttons, anything at all. But yeah, he does look like the cookie. He does remind me of the Cookie Monster. You're right. Cookie, feed me. And then you can put all your little bits in it. You know, I just think when they're hung up, particularly on like the rear view mirror, they'd be quite fun. Just like dancing around as you're driving and stuff. But these you could do like the octopus tendrils. Do you know what I mean by those? Hopefully you do. So yeah, so those are little crocheted yip yip yips. He's got a very wonky mouth, that one. Oops, he's got a very, very wonky mouth. I suppose they could be very outrageous earrings. I mean, I'm not sure I would wear them as earrings, but you could. You know, anything. But yeah, just a little bit of nonsense to use up all those tiny scraps of wool. You know, they're just a cute little friend. You know, if you, they'd be quite cute, like in the bathroom and stuff, because, you know, I take my rings off and all to wash my hands, you know, or go to bed. You could then put your rings and all in there, and they'd be safe, maybe on a little hook in your bathroom and stuff. I'm sure you can find 1,001 uses. Jonah is already tried to nick these ones on Thursday. He thought it was very funny to make them fly. Make alien fly, Gran. Make alien fly, Granny, and was throwing them around the place. So yeah, nothing else. I'll keep the kids occupied. So yeah, so these are Yip Yip Yips. Lots of other patterns out there, you know, that are out and about on Pinterest for them. But that's just my little version of them. So that's it for me tonight. Sarah will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm not going to say it too loudly, but all the cameras worked and nothing went funny. Maybe I fixed it. Hopefully. But Sarah's back at 1 o'clock tomorrow. She's doing an upcycled t-shirt, which looks really, really cool. Really interesting little idea. We will do some more sewing next week. I just fancy doing some crochet for a change. I will put the challenge post on as well to win this little fat quarter bundle, okay? And we're going to do oldest works in progresses. But again, it doesn't have to be sewing or anything. I will see you all next week. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all on Tuesday. Take care, my darlings. Bye.